Hi, this is Francis and I'm your modern life coach. Hi, it's me again, Francis G, your modern life coach or the modern life coach. And here I am wanting to talk about my own dating experience, and one of them is my Tinder experience. Yay! So, how did I start? I guess I have a friend from the Philippines who told me, you know what, you need to go out there, you need to experience the world, you need to go out on a date because you've never been on a date because you've been stuck in that long distance for so goddamn long. And he told me to just use Tinder. It will revolutionize your life. You're gonna meet new people, you can meet new friends. And I went in and download the actual app. A friend told me actually to say that I'm an nymphomaniac. And me being naive, not knowing anything, I'm like, hey, I'm an info, blah, blah, blah. And then I asked my friend, what is it? I'm like, I'm so naive. And then apparently the guy, it's his fetish. And he's kind of excited about it. And then the next thing, I mean, no offense with white people, he's a white guy, and I personally am afraid of dating a white guy because I think I'm too conservative at that time. Not that I'm not now, but I have a different mindset back in the day about it. Yeah, and I really got scared. And then when I googled what nympho is, I'm like, holy shit, I should Google more next time. The first guy I went out with is an Asian guy who's working in the hospital as a researcher. So this guy said, oh, you work at Starbucks, maybe I love coffee, maybe we should hang out at a coffee shop. And then I'm like, okay. My innocent self went straight to that freaking station. And then upon arrival of the station, he told me that, oh, you know what, I scouted the area, there's no decent coffee shop here. I have an espresso machine at home, you know, we could just drink coffee at my place. Holy shit, my naive self, bless my soul, said yes. And me thinking, oh, you know, I'm a little bit taller than him, he's Asian, what can he do, right? But rule number one, if you're going on a Tinder date, please never go to their house on the first date. Please, bless your souls, protect yourselves as a woman. Don't. And lo and behold, he do have that espresso machine. However, and I was so excited to show him how to use it. Oh, this is how you steam milk. This is how you pull the shots. Because, you know, maybe the guy doesn't know anything about the freaking espresso machine of his. But anyway, things got too personal too quickly that I told him, you know what, let me gather my stuff and let me go. And after that, moving forward, I explained to him that, you know what, I'm not here to hook up with anyone. My friend told me that Tinder is a friendly environment or space to like meet new people and create more friends, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, it's a hookup app. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I need to go then. Bye. And after that, moving forward, each time I go message someone on a date, message someone and we go out on a date, I tell them right off the bat that I'm not here for a hookup. I'm just here to meet new people, you know, get new friends. Not that I think after maybe 5 dates that I would get a friend, right? From that app. But yeah, that's what I've been telling them. And my second date would this be a really hot Asian guy. I'm so into Asian men. I love our culture, you know, go Asia. But he's very Canadian, and I'm really not expecting how straightforward he is. Because when he learned upon meeting each other that, you know, I'm not here for a hookup, he's like, oh, then there's no point continuing this conversation. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. But you know, there was a moment there, a window of moment that I saw how empty and alone he was, because he's using Tinder just to get by sexually, but the person that he truly desires wants another man, and unfortunately that's not him. And he's been waiting around for God knows how long for the girl to finally notice him, and that's just so sad. So people, if you're in Tinder, don't judge men just because they're there to hunt, to get laid. You know, we don't know that they're going some through rough patches down their emotional area. Third date I've been with, Tinder date, is a guy. He just moved here from Asia for university, and then he's trying to stay here for good. And what I recognize is that us Asians can be the most innocent, beautiful species out there because he's so naive and we're just around the same age. And I kind of enjoyed meeting him because we kind of share a lot of immigrants conversation and values at the same time, so it's been really interesting. So I guess overall, going on a Tinder date is not that bad. Meeting new people is not that bad, and we need to stop holding ourselves back from exploring and being afraid to meet other people. I mean, of course you need to practice safety measures. When I first started going on Tinder date, I'll message my friend, I'll tell her plate number of the car, if I'm gonna get in the car, what time I'm gonna go on a date, and what time roughly around we finish. And if I don't text her back, she freaking needs to call the cops on me, because after 24 hours, if she doesn't hear from me, it means I'm dead. So, you know, I'm afraid too as a woman, but I need to put myself out there to learn what the world has to offer, because I was too sheltered. I was never dated before. I've never go out with a guy because I'm just terrified of men in general, like in a romantic setting, because I think there's expectations I can't meet. So yeah, so what I'll put it out there, if you're single and you're wanting some love, is go out there and be daring. Try online dating, because it's not as bad as it is to be. And with this technology these nowadays, I don't understand why you're afraid of online dating. There's no stigma around it. People use it because that's how we're too glued in our phones, and you expect to meet someone. You're too glued on watching Netflix and you can expect to meet someone. You need to go out there, and sometimes it's easier to just swipe left or right. So yeah. So thank you for listening, and if you have anything crazy, fun, or scary Tinder experience, let me know in a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this information to the world. This is Francis G, your modern life coach.